Bonjour, bonsoir tout le monde, dépendez de que vous attendez show. Moi je veux dire shalom, shalom, shalom. Et nous disons encore une fois, c'est un plaisir pour nous là avec vous après-midi ça. Et we want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone who is listening to this broadcast, depending on the time, the day, the hour that you're listening to us. We want to say shalom, shalom, and it is a pleasure to be with you this evening. I am a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. If you see me cough a little bit, just excuse me, but all is well. It's, as we always said, sickness doesn't dwell in this body here because they're always trespassing. That's the faith and the assurance that I have in God to know that when sickness is trying to attack my temple, and I have the authority to speak to it and said, you cannot dwell here. You are trespassing. Get thee. Get thee. So it's the same assurance that you and I should have if you are in Christ, to speak to whatever sickness, whatever it is that, try to attack your temple. You are able to speak to it. If it has a name, if whatever the sickness is, if it has a name, you have the authority to speak to it and tell it, get thee. In the name of Jesus. Well, today we are here to speak with you about a short for life. But before then, I want to say my name is Minister Camie Simeus, or Kamud Simeus, whichever way that that floats your boat. But really, truly, Minister Camie. That's how a lot of people know me and call me by. So we would prefer that as well. So we want to say, great thank you to Director Alain Daphnis for an amazing job that he's always been doing in the community. We cannot, let this time pass by every time we come here for me not to mention how of an incredible job that he's doing, how awesome and how amazing that he's been, in our community. He's been working in the community for years and been giving service, that is, uncomparable to the community. So we just give a huge shout out to Director Alain Daphnis. And we always said, for those of you that have a business that you want Director Alain Daphnis to speak of your business, to give you a platform, just call for Jasper TV and he will be more than happy to give you that platform to speak of your business so that people can know what is it that you do in the community. And also we always give a shout out to Jean-Marc pour such an amazing job he's doing as well. Now, by camera, parce que if we are to look marvelous or nice, it's because he is giving an outstanding job behind the camera. We want to say thank you to him as well. And I always said that if you have event that you are doing, whether if it's wedding or baby shower, whatever event that you got going on, call for Jean-Marc, parce que lui-même li capable ba ou very nice price and great image for whatever event that you have. Today I didn't have their phone number with me, but I'm sure to give it to you as I take a break in a short minute. But again, I am here again. I always say this, by the grace of God that I'm here. I don't take it lightly. The breath that's in my lung, I don't take that lightly, because there are people that don't have the opportunity that I have to be here to speak with you. It is a pleasure, it is an honor to be in the land of the living, because I could have been 6 feet under, but praise be to God, I am here with you to speak with you and give you information to inform you about a short for life. A short for life is the thing. So I will go ahead and take a break. Again, my name is Minister Camie. Telephone moi c'est 561-313-5979. 561-313-5979. Moi pral pour short break. I will be right back to speak with you regarding a short for life who is the thing. We will be back after the break.
To love is to protect. The ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind. That's why at Assure for Life, we have designed plans to provide you with assistance, guidance, and protection from the loss of a loved one. All it takes is a phone call, and Assure for Life will take care of the funeral expenses and manage the funeral arrangements for you and any of your members, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there for more than 250,000 families in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean in the moments they have needed us the most. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery, or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one. Our funeral network allows us to cover every city and country in the coverage area, providing an excellent service. We have thought through every detail because we want to give you the security and peace of mind that you need, protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
All right, so again, if those of you that just, listening or just come in and listen to the broadcast, I want to say welcome, shalom to, we want to say welcome again to Lovely Camie Show. I was talking to you guys earlier about Director Alan Daphnis. I want to give you their numbers. If, for instance, you want to, call for service, or you have a business that you want him to broadcast for you, whatever it is that you need, Dr. Alan Daphnis is able to assist you in whatever business that you have. His phone number is 561-255-3909. Encore, c'est 561-255-3909 pour capable relé Monsieur Alan Daphnis pour qu'importe business que vous gagnez dans la communauté, parce que we want to hear from you. Encore une fois, si par exemple ou même vous avez besoin de monde pour faire caméra for whatever event that you may have, call Jean-Marc. Et téléphone c'est, excusez-moi, téléphone c'est 772-9D4-7455. Encore, telephone for Jean-Marc, if for instance you need someone to do an event for you and you want somebody to hold on to the camera, whether if it's wedding, whatever it is that you have going on, call Jean-Marc. Téléphone c'est 772-924-7455. Again, 772-924-7455. All right, so now we are back on speaking with you in regard of Assured for Life. Assured for Life. What is Assured for Life? So Assured for Life is by Protection Plenitude Inc. is basically an insurance, not an insurance, but rather funeral assistant. Assured for Life was here with us since 2007. They come to the US. We are part of Grupo Plenitude Company. They have over a 70-year plus in service. Okay, they've been servicing not only the US but all over. They've been giving the service for more than 70 years plus. They've been giving comprehensive assistant awareness, quality standard. They've been doing an amazing job with Assured for Life. So furthermore, we have more than 2,500 organizations that makes the portfolio of Assured for Life in the US, in the Latin America, and also in the Caribbean. Assured for Life is all over. And also for every year they have about 10,000. Okay, every year they have about 10,000 funeral services. That's all over the globe. They are giving service. Over 10,000 funeral services they do every year. So Assured for Life is not a small thing. I just want to go ahead and kind of, read us, a little bit of whatever it is that we do. So for you to become a part of Assured for Life, you don't need much to become, a part. So again, you can cover 7 members of your family for only $70 a month, age 0 to 80 years old. Now, Assured for Life by Plentitude Inc. is the best funeral assistant that we have in the U.S. Why is it the best insurance? It's just because of the service that we provide. You know, the service that we provide in Assured for Life is incomparable. And we can say that Assured for Life is not an insurance, okay? Therefore, we don't give money to the member, but rather we're here to assist you, okay? To do the funeral for you. We don't give money, but we do come to assist you. So by you becoming a member of Assured for Life, you get to, you know, have these type of benefits. The benefit that you will have is accompaniment, protection, peace of mind, and consolation for the family in the most challenging moment. So these are the benefits you will get, and also you will have assistance and coordination through an emergency line that we have that works 24/7 that you call Assured for Life. We here for you. Assured for Life is not, you know, a business that just there, you know, in the weekday, but we are there, you know, and weekends. We are there, say for instance holiday, you call Assured for Life, we here for you. Again, we give you the basic funeral services. We give another benefits that you will have is transportation of the deceased within the United States, Washington D.C., Puerto Rico, and exportation to their country, to their original country. We give you also that benefit. Whoever that's within the coverage area, we give you transportation of the deceased to its original country. Now, coverage that we give, okay? Now, we cover in the US, we cover 48 states, okay? The reason why we don't cover all 50 states, we don't cover, we only can give service to 48 states. We don't cover Michigan, and we don't cover North Dakota, okay? So now in the Latin American, we're gonna cover just some of the place that we do. We do Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica. We cover Ecuador, El Salvador. I mean, just name it. We cover. Say for I'm also gonna tell you in Colombia. We've been there since 1950. Okay, Assured for Life been giving service since 1950 in Colombia. Venezuela, they give service since 1940. Okay, in Costa Rica, we give service since 2001. Okay, and Mexico since 2006. And United States of America, they enter here in 2007. And Panama since 2009. So Assured for Life is not, you know, a small company, or, you know, they're doing service, they're not giving you, you know, like they give you the running around. Actually, it's just, I'm just trying to cover some of the stuff that we do, basically because we don't have a lot of time. So we can say people call and ask question, what is it that we cover when at time and, you know, of death. So we basically do the transfer of the deceased to the local funeral provider for you. Okay, so we pay for that. You know, when the person died, we basically put it in whatever funeral room that you want them to put it. So we take the funeral there, we take the deceased there for you. We do the preparation of the body. We do the basic viewing for you. We give you the casket for the viewing. Okay, we do the we give you the hearse as well. We pay the director fee for you. We give you the death certificate as well. And we also, with the death certificate, that's something I want to say, and even if you have insurance, when you do have insurance, the very first thing that you need to do is make sure you have a death certificate. Assured for Life provide that for you. We give you the book for the signing, okay? I mean, there's so much more into what Assured for Life give you. One thing I want to name, say for instance, you know, you take your deceased to the morgue, you know, you have with insurance, they don't pay that for you, but a short for life give you 14 days, okay, 14 days to, gather all your family, for the deceit. So we pay, and mind you, if for instance you were paying, out of your pocket, I believe, to each day that a deceit stay in the morgue, it would be about $400 to $600 a day. So, for us to give you 14 days to, gather your loved one, that's uncalled for. So really, truly, you will not get that in any way in any planet. Okay, so Assured for Life also say, for instance, if you want to let's see, I think some people don't want to cremate it. Some people want to cremate the body. We also give you the option to cremate the body if you don't want to deal with the funeral. But I know my people, they like to do bougie funeral, so we're not gonna even talk about the cremation, because then I know y'all, I don't believe in cremation, so we're all good from there. So anyway, so then again, we're here to give you peace of mind and other benefits that we give to you. You as the plan holder, you get the benefit to have a round trip ticket to go to your loved one funeral. Doesn't matter where it is, whether if it's in their country, or whether if it's New York or New Jersey, wherever the deceit is, we give you a round trip ticket. And that round trip ticket, you already know, with the how things is so expensive now, a round trip ticket is a lot of money. I was talking to someone that wanted the plan, and he said, he just had his dad that passed away back in Trinidad, and he said just for them to accept the deceit for him, he had to pay $2,000, to just receive the deceit. I mean, it's costly. Very costly. So basically, it is in your advantage to be able to get this plan. And we always said, people that have insurance, this plan is a plus to your insurance. You can leave your money, the one that you have for the beneficiary, you can leave that for legacy of your kid, because there are other bills that needs to be paid. As I always stated, there's house bill, car bills, whatever bill that you may leave your loved one with. So when you passed away, you will be able to have that money, or not you, but your beneficiary will have that money to do more than just planning your funeral. So this plan right here is like a plus to your insurance plan. So, and we want to say, at the time of enrollment, you have the opportunity to enroll someone between the age of 65 and 80. Okay, when you are enrolled, you can put those two people, age 65 to 80 years old, can be in the plan at the time of enrollment. And then another thing that we talk about, the member, we'll talk about that. Let me give you the most important stuff. Like, say for instance, you who is a part of the plan, okay, you get into the plan. Say for instance, today is the weekend, so if you are to sign in today, so you would have to give yourself Monday. Well, Monday is a holiday anyway, but just give you the example. So within 3 days of you being in the plan, okay, 3 consecutive days, when after the first payment is given, if someone passed away by a car accident, suicidal, or someone they had died in a violent death, 3 day after 3 days, you get covered. Okay, so for you who are just die without you being sick, you just drop like that and died, you have 180 days, which is 6 months. Now, very important, if for instance you don't have the period of 6 months within the plan and you passed away, we will not cover, you will not be covered. So understand, you have to have that that period of 6 months in the plan. If you were to die without no cause of death, nothing, not no accident, not no suicidal, not violent death, if you were to die just regularly, plainly, then you have to go through that consecutive 6 months for you to be covered in the plan. Okay, so please understand that, because we have a lot of questions regarding that, and I wanted to make sure I explain to you, you have to be in the plan for 6 months before you can cover if you don't have absolutely no sickness. But 3 days for those of you who have died by accident, accident or violent death or suicide, 3 days. So I'm hoping that I'm very clear on that, so we don't keep having questions onto it. But so another thing that we ask for anyone that's coming into the plan, okay, the 3 things we ask for you: not to have cancer, not to have tumor, not to have a terminal illness. So if you have cancer, tumor, a terminal illness, or be in dialysis, you cannot be in the plan. Understand that. But say for instance you had cancer, you had those things that I named, and doctor cleared you and said you no longer have cancer, no longer have tumor, you no longer need to have dialysis for whatever reason you were in, so you are cleared. Doctor give you a note and said, okay, you're good. So with that note that the doctor gave you, and now you come at time for enroll in the plan, we will take you in the plan, because now doctor said you have no symptom of cancer or no symptom of tumor or not in dialysis. So you're good. We get you in the plan. But say for instance 6 years or 3 months or 3 years later or 2 years later, cancer say, hey, here I am again, or tumor said, here I am, or you have to go back into dialysis. You already in the plan. Because you're already in the plan, we can't take you back, say, oh, now your cancer is back, you out of the plan. No, you already in the plan, so you're covered. Okay? So basically, I wanted to make sure I give you guys this peace of mind. I mean, Assured for Life is a peace of mind for whoever. It is imperative to cover your loved one. I know sometimes we said, oh, nageta, we have time. We don't have time, because death is inevitable. Death knock at anyone's door. Again, people always say, oh, I don't want to talk about, death. Do you know when death is coming? I always said that it is imperative for you to assure yourself, okay, to make sure you are ready in every level. Like I was saying last week, you need to be ready in a spiritual level for this temple of yours, because you will have an encounter to give to God what it is that you did in your temple, in this body of yours, when you were here in this earth. So we all have to stand before the judgment seat of God one day. That's mean we're all gonna die. Father, if you like it or not, we have a day. Okay, everybody have a day of when they have to leave this earth. So that's the reason why that you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared so that your loved one doesn't stay in turmoil, crying for 2 reasons. Not only they're crying that you gone home, and now they have to cry because they don't know how they're gonna pay the bills. They have house bills, car bills. Like, you gone, your income was a part of paying those bills, and now boom, you gone. So who's gonna pay your share? So that's why it's imperative that you cover your loved ones, so that you don't leave them in double turmoil, because again, people are saying, I don't need to worry about anybody, or I can't find 7 person. 7 people. We have a lot of people that says, I don't have 7 people. Yes, you do. You have 7 people. You have friends. Because with Assured for Life, your status doesn't matter. The only thing you need is the name of the person, their date of birth. That's it. So that's when you can put your cousin, auntie, friend, a neighbor, whoever it is. Someone, like, I had a friend of mine that was telling me about this 80 years old person that has, all her family passed away, and she's the only one that lives. And, he is not sure that she's insured. And I'm like, well, if you take the plan, you can put her in the plan as well, because if she doesn't, you're the only one that's there for her. So you're going to have to give some money, some account, somehow, to help or assist with her death. I said, you can take the plan and put her in. He's like, oh, okay. But, people tend to say, okay for thing, and they just sit on it. The Bible said, whatever it is that you can do now, do it now. As long as it's up to you to do good now. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is not for you. Tomorrow is not for me neither, because we don't know when we're going to close our eyes in this earth. Because again, I kept saying, death is something that you should not be afraid to talk about. If you are in Christ, just like me, death for me is a gain. I always talk about it. I don't care about it, because death, as I said, I don't have a problem talking about it, because to close my eyes in this world, it's, you know, a blessing for me in heaven to be in this world again. It's a blessing for me because I'm still able to pour, to share with you, to inform you about a short for life, because I'm in this earth, because I have a work to do. So I have a purpose to be here. So then I'm fulfilling my purpose by telling you or informing you what you need to do to make sure that when you are not here, that your loved one doesn't need to cry a double cry. Because you have people that goes in funeral and they're hollering and doing all kind of, you know, stuff. You know, they're thinking about, oh my God, what am I gonna do? He's not here anymore. What am I gonna do? We don't need that. So we try to call on all the leaders. You who have church member that doesn't have ways to, you know, cover themselves, talk to your church member. It's a plus for you as a pastor, okay? Because let me tell you something. If someone in your congregation passed away, you're gonna have to help. You can't just say, oh well, did you pay your tithe today? Oh well, she didn't pay her tithe, so therefore I can't help her. No, you can't do that. Rather, if she pay her tithe or not, you're gonna have to get into the fund of the church and help that person. Because hey, if you hold the Bible in your hand and talking about, you know, the goodness of God, you cannot say just because somebody don't pay their tithe that's been going to your church for over years, and you're not going to help them if they have someone that passed away. So that's why it's imperative for you as pastor to make sure that your congregation know about this plan. It will help you. It will help the fund of the church. So please listen, because I went to a funeral yesterday. It was one of our member that had his kid. That's the testimony I was giving you guys last week, and I didn't have a chance to give it to you. But I'm telling you, this member, you know, lost his daughter barely 2 years ago, last year. And then now this year, he had his son who passed away. Now, I was talking about the stress, the level of stress that would be upon him financially if he had to come out of pocket. But praise be to God for him, he was at A Short for Life. So A Short for Life did the funeral for him in Haiti. Okay, beautiful, because even though that he was not able to go to Haiti, but they were able to provide him, you know, the service down here. He was able to watch, you know, the funeral happen in Haiti, and as well as, you know, him being here. Just like the funeral that happened yesterday, I went to the funeral because, you know, I was a witness. So now I can tell you, A Short for Life is for real. It ain't no game, okay? It's like A Short for Life is a game changer, okay? Because A Short for Life, I'm telling you, they did the funeral for him. He didn't have to pay a penny. A penny didn't come out of his pocket. So, my God, peace of mind, people. Peace of mind. I'm not here to, you know, squeeze a dollar out of you, but I'm here to inform you. It's imperative to cover your loved one. Listen, people likes to do fun, you know, Monday sit Monday load bar for, you know, funeral. Listen, fun is not enough to do a funeral right now. Everything is so expensive. You know it. You can't even do market nowadays. That's how expensive stuff is. But again, I wanted to make sure I tell you guys about what we do. So now it's up to you what you do with the information that I give you. Again, people ne c'est grand matin. Ranger caban nou pour capable dormir bien. That's a good one. So, because I always whenever I said something in Creole, I'm toujours like messed up the word, but that's good. Today I did good. So anyway, ranger caban nou pour capable dormir bien. So again, A Short for Life is the to-go thing. So I want to give you my number, 561-313-5979. Call 561-313-5979, 561-313-5979 pour m capable parler plus de assuré pour la vie. Et encore moi vle di ou relé director Allen Daphnis pour même qui ont un business qui besoin pour communauté à connaître de lui-même. Okay? The only way is through advertisement, just like I'm doing here. He will give you the platform to make sure you talk and people can hear about your business. So, numéro de téléphone ni, c'est 561-255-3909. Again, 561-355-3909 for Director Allen Daphnis to call if you have a business. He would like to give you a platform to speak of your business. And for anyone who has an event, whether if it's wedding or baby shower or funeral, whatever it may be, you need somebody to stand behind the camera for you. The person to call is Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, as I said, au capable pour belle image is because he is behind the camera and doing his thing. So call 772-924-7455 pour Jean-Marc. Encore le numéro c'est 772-924-7455 pour Jean-Marc. Again, my number is 561-313-5979. It was a pleasure to be here again with you. Again, I want to say shalom to everybody. Stay with the peace of God. I just said the peace of God which surpasses all understanding be with you today, and stay with the peace. Be at peace. Call me. We will talk and see you next weekend. God bless. Mwah.